Well, Saturday I went over to the theater and I helped out. We were painting the set and everything. We got some things we spray painted. Radio tubes, table, and now inside. We're going to put wallpaper up. I don't know about below the chair rail. I guess it's going to have some kind of wainscoting or just a chair rail. I'm not sure. That's Vicki, the assistant director. And Lance, the director, and his wife. And another volunteer painting. The bookshelf. Yep. Mrs. Patty's painting. The bear. Oh, that's real china. Oh dear. Oh, an emesis bowl? Cool. Yep, it's... Hopefully we'll have it shaped up soon. We open in 2 weeks, or just slightly less than 2 weeks.
I wonder if she wants you to take that.
This is sliding doors we need to improve on. The bookcase. And there's the bear. Mrs. Patty's painting. Some other things. Let's take a look at the bear. He's cute and he's so fuzzy. I'm going to have to remove one of his eyes as per the play. We'll hold on to it and I can put it back when the play is over. Be a doctor. Get your degree at Herbert McGee. Privileges. Respect. Personal parking spot. Presents from drug reps. Seeing women naked. And food stocked Doctor's Lounge. I made that. Can you tell? Okay, we painted the brown around the doors and at the floor there. This table was resurfaced and painted brown around the door and around the window there. And I think we're about ready to wrap it up for this Saturday. This is Barton Road. Ashley lives. She works at a hospital down the road there in Loma Linda. You see the mountains back there? Isn't that cool? This is the theater. I think it's been here for like 80 years. 80. There's the trash bin that all the wood that I brought is in. And just got finished doing a bunch of painting. There's still a little bit left, which I can't wait to see the finished set. And now I'm going home to do stuff at home. Ash and her sister and the kids went someplace. Not sure where. But they'll probably be back because the little guy takes a nap. Unless they went to Kim's house, but her car's at our house, so I don't know. They probably went somewhere and had fun. I had fun. So now going home to the rest of the day. On the way home I stopped and got something real cheap from the dollar store. I got a little frame and a little plastic, silver coated plastic tray, and I made a little mirror just like that one on the wall back there. One for me and one for the theater. You can see, but not crystal clear. You can see yourself, like if you were eating and you have food on your face or something before you go out the door. I don't know. I do that kind of stuff. Oh, my toe is bloody. I was walking through here and banged it. Yeah, it hurt like a son of a gun. Got dried blood all over it. Also, I just went through my emails that I haven't been to for a few weeks. I had 562 unread things, and I had to go through all of them. It took me an hour and a half, I think. I deleted most of them. I read a couple of, some of them. They were from like March. March to now, which is June 27th. Gadzooks. And what really prompted me sitting down at the computer was Saturday, I got a phone message. Naturally, after doctor offices are closed and everything. It said, "You have a doctor's appointment on Tuesday, such and such a time, finally, after 3 months. But the doctor has a meeting and won't be able to see you. So we changed it to Monday for you." I can't. I'm watching the little guy tomorrow. I can't. So I wrote back and said, I can't. I have to cancel that. I'm going to try to get the next available appointment. This was for a terrible ear pain that I had and inflamed eardrums that were almost bursting and some kind of bacterial infection. Apparently that's not important enough. Do they not have doctors what the hell is wrong with this healthcare system in this country? Is there healthcare? So I went online to get an appointment. The next appointment is October 14th. This is July. August, September, October. It's 3 more months. So it'll be half a year of having this ear pain. I don't know what to do. Do I try to get a different healthcare system or a different doctors? There's a couple different healthcare systems. There's Loma Linda, which is in Loma Linda. It's run by the Seventh-day Adventists, I think. Then there is Kaiser Permanente. I think that's who Brian works for. Maybe I'll switch to Kaiser. Their offices are about the same distance away, and they might be able to see me more often than 3 or 6 months. This is ridiculous. I mean, the last 2 times I went to the doctor when I was really sick, it was urgent care because the doctor appointments are so far in the future, you might as well die, So home remedies are what's done here, really. Tomorrow I watch Sebastian, and then Brian comes home early, and then I have rehearsal at 6:15. I'll have to study my lines some more. I'm looking forward to sitting with the little guy. He was all cheeky and smiley yesterday. Today, they went somewhere today. They were gone all day. And when they got home, I could tell he was screaming and hollering like he got stuck with a pin or something. I asked Brian, is there something wrong with him? Why he's screaming like that? No. There must be. Maybe he's having an earache or something. I don't know. You don't just scream and holler for no reason at all if you're a little baby. I mean, he'll be 1.5 years old on Wednesday. Wow! I get along pretty well with him, and I can communicate with him without even having to use words. Like I mentioned before, I use music. And he understands what I say, and I look at him, and I fix my gaze on him and watch how he reacts to what I say, or music, or whatever. And I can usually kind of tell what's going on. So maybe I'll figure out why he's crying and screaming tomorrow. I don't know. Maybe it's for attention. And Spencer's older. He can talk. He can do stuff. He can do more things than he could 6 months ago. And maybe the baby wants attention. I don't know. And how old does a kid go until you stop calling him a baby? Now, I worked with some black ladies in St. Louis. And they said something about, the babies, she'll be at home. And I thought, how old's the baby? Oh, she's 8. I'm like, okay. I don't know. It's all relative, I suppose. Oh my goodness. And I was looking and I was wondering why all the hubbub with hotel rooms and stuff in Bremen. Why there was such a problem. They're having a wound management conference the days that I am there. That's why all the hotels were booked up. And it's a good thing I looked. I thought the concert was on Thursday, the 7th. No, the concert is on the 6th. It's a good thing I changed the flight. I was leaving on the 6th, thinking it was on the 7th, but now I'm leaving on the 5th, and I'm supposed to be there on the 6th by 5:50 in the evening, almost 6 o'clock. And Max Rob starts at 8 o'clock, a couple hours later. So how do I get from if the plane's on time, the airport to the hostel, change my clothes, and get over to the theater within an hour and a half? Oh my God. Oh, and I can't leave. I don't think I could change the flight. I'd have to pay more, but I can't leave the day before that because I watched Sebastian. So this is really turning into a kerfuffle. Oh my God. I guess there'll be a lot of praying and fingers crossed for me, I suppose. By me. I really need to take a shower, but I guess I'm not going to because it's 11 o'clock at night. I've got to try to put this video up. Hopefully the computer will manage it. I've been having so many issues with modern technology lately. It's incredible. But I did make some miniature. I had little miniature sweet peppers that are like little bell peppers, but they're little. And I clean them up, cut them in half, and I make a hamburger mix to put on them, and then cheese on top, a little tomato sauce. And I made enough for 2 days. And then I made breakfast enough for 3 days. And I made some Hershey's fudge. I heard that the cocoa industry is going to be charging us a lot more. It's going to be really expensive to get cocoa. So I have two. One I just opened and the other one is unopened that I procured because I heard about that. So at least I'll have fudge tomorrow. Hopefully the day will go well, and then I can concentrate on cleaning up around here and putting stuff away. And there's only a couple boards left from there's a few boards left from the crate thing. And I have some ideas of what to do with them. So if Brian doesn't bug me about getting rid of those boards, then I don't know. I have some ideas, but I always have these grand ideas, and I really shouldn't. I should be satisfied with what I've got going right now. And hope to learn some more German, get in shape, since every month $20 is taken out for the gym. I might as well go. At least get into enough shape that I can walk around without getting winded. And maybe lose a couple pounds. So my flab is at least nice hard fat flab instead of big old balloony flab. Balloony flab. Somebody is on my lap here. I don't know when this will actually make it this as a little vlog. Probably tomorrow, Monday. So at least you'll know what's going on. And tomorrow, I'm not really sure what the hell we're doing for the rehearsal. Sometimes they'll say, I think we're going to do Act 2, Scene 2, Act 3, and then start over at 1, and then hit 1.1 at Scene 2, and I was like, that really messes up my mind. If I had other words, a whole lot of words, I couldn't memorize them because I have weird clumps of words, and it's hard enough to remember what scene and act they're in and all that. It's like, oh my God. But I don't know. In 2 weeks it'll be all over. I think 2 weeks. We open in less than 2 weeks. This week, by the end of the week, will be Tech Week, and we'll have all the props and everything. And then not this week, but the next week we open. Nothing like living from dramatic. Oh my God! It's like I can't believe it. All I can hope for is that I get my shit together in my mind and in a little folder. And I don't, someone asked me, will I have to rent a car? No, because it's all within 15-20 minute walking distance from where I'm staying, from where the concert is. And then I contacted my German pen pal that I've had for 54 years, Bernd. And I said, how far are you from Bremen? Have you ever been there? And he says, no, he hasn't. And it's almost 3-hour drive for him. I don't know if I'll get to meet him or not. He's got until May to figure out if he wants to meet me or not. I can always take a train down to Kassel to visit him, like on Thursday. So I've got Thursday and Friday free to do stuff. Wednesday will be totally taken up with the air flight and the concert. Since everything's within walking distance, if it is, maybe I'll test out all the local beers or something and just forget I'm alive and get blotto. I don't know. Boy, when I do stuff, don't I? Here I thought I had it all planned out that the concert was on Thursday. No, it's on Wednesday. The concert is actually 2 hours after I land, which means I have to land, find the hostel, get settled in, get a little freshened up, put on makeup and a dress, go to the concert. And then I can decompress for a couple days. Oh my God. Do I know how to do stuff? No. Well, one thing I will try to do is go upward and onward.